You are listening to Penne Pyro, Book 2 of the Jade Sommer Series, written by Nicolette Pierce. Copyright 2021. Audio copyright 2025 by Pierced Heart Publishing. Digitally narrated with full cast of voices. Chapter 26. Unlocking the apartment door, I walked in to find Mila sitting on the couch with a glass of wine in her hand. From her far-off gaze, I had a feeling her mind was preoccupied. Perhaps she was thinking of a relative from Chateau Vallée Enchantée. I reminded myself I wasn't going to pry. Dropping my keys off at the small table near the door, I said hello. Mila blinked and then looked over at me.
I was beginning to wonder where you were. I didn't think you'd take so long.
Neither did I. But then things happened.
What kind of things?
The Penne Pyro made an appearance. She set her wine glass on the coffee table.
Are you serious?
Yes. Logan stopped the pyro before he lit the place on fire. But there was fuel all over the floor.
Logan caught the guy?
No, he ran off.
Are you okay? What did he look like? Why was Logan there?
To halt the overflow of questions, I filled her in from beginning to end. Well, almost the end. I skipped the hugging part and everything after it.
If Logan wasn't there, you could have been killed,
Mila said, picking up her glass and downing the wine.
We need a refill.
She headed to the kitchen with a slight wobble in her step. I followed to find an empty bottle sitting on the counter. Just how much did you drink? I asked.
I opened the bottle for us. But you took too long getting home. No worries, I have more wine.
Not expensive wine, right?
Only $20.
Even 20 seemed expensive on our wages. But it was better than 500. And since she already had the corkscrew, I figured I could use a glass. Do you mind if I get ready for bed first? I asked.
Go ahead. I'll have the wine ready and a snack.
No snack for me, please. Logan cooked dinner for us. We were able to eat some of it before the pyro broke in. Mila paused as she looked at me.
He cooked dinner for you?
I might have skipped that part in the retelling as well. We were hungry.
I bet.
I'm serious.
You can tell me all about it after you put your pajamas on, and I want details.
I'd give her a few details about dinner, but nothing else. I didn't want to overanalyze anything that had to do with Logan. I dug out cotton shorts and a t-shirt and headed to the bathroom. After the water was hot, I stepped into the shower and leaned against the wall as the spray beat down on me. It felt amazing on my muscles that were beginning to seize after the stress of the night. Thinking back on the day, I not only fought a sumo wrestler, but also had breakfast with Nash, saw Gershwin take a possible bribe, worked delivery, had dinner with Logan, and saw the Penne Pyro. Had anyone told me this would be my life a year ago, I would have laughed. I was a businesswoman who was going places. I had goals. Now my goal was just to survive the day. I was thankful that tomorrow was my day off, and I could relax with Mila at the spa. I groaned, thinking how wonderful it would be. Mila knocked on the door.
You okay in there? You've been in there a while.
It didn't feel like a long time, but now that she mentioned it, I saw that my fingers were pruned and the water wasn't as hot as it had been moments ago. I'm fine. I'll be out in a moment. Turning off the water, I toweled off and dressed. I then padded out to the living room where a glass of wine was waiting for me on the coffee table. Collapsing onto the couch, I lifted the wine glass and took a deep sip from it.
Better?
She asked. So much better.
Good, because I've been doing some research.
What kind?
About the pyro.
I don't think it's Gershwin anymore, I said. This guy has to be athletic since he outran Logan.
I am wondering about another reviewer.
Really? Is there someone else who fits the profile?
I'm not sure about the profile. but whose review was just published today?
Are you talking about the food critic from the paper?
Exactly. Seems weird that the day the review came out that someone would try to set the same restaurant on fire.
That is weird. But doesn't his food column only come out on Sundays? The fires have happened nearly every day.
That's what I thought too. So I did a little stalking to find out more information on the critic.
And? Don't keep me in suspense.
Yves Battier's column might come out every Sunday in the paper, but his reviews are on the newspaper website as well, and they are posted more often than just once a week.
Do they correspond with the fires?
I don't know. I haven't gotten that far.
Dreariness from the day evaporated as I stood and grabbed my laptop from my room. We were on to something. We just needed a little more information. I sat down at the kitchen table with my laptop. Mila brought her laptop and the wine glasses over. She sat across from me.
I feel like we should have your Nana's suspect board like we did at the restaurant.
Maybe that would come in handy, I said. Just not so big.
I could make a spreadsheet.
That might work. Start one and I'll stalk Eve some more. After a few moments of searching, I found the website Mila had referred to. Checking the dates of Yves's posts, I found that he mainly reviewed on Sundays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. His off days were Mondays, Fridays, and Saturdays. I relayed the information to Mila.
Good. Now give me the restaurants that he reviewed in order from most recent. Let's try from today all the way back to a year ago.
I listed them along with the date of the review. Mila typed quickly to keep up with the information. She paused.
Now we just need the restaurants that were set on fire along with those dates.
That was a slower process as I hunted for news articles, but I found every fire and gave her that information as well. After she put in the data, she sat back and glanced at her screen.
There are some similarities. The dates don't quite match, but there is a pattern.
What kind of pattern?
I'm not sure. Something is missing. Was there anything listed on the reviews that could be added to the data?
I toggled back to the website. Not much other than the star rating.
Give me that, starting with the most recent again.
As I listed the star ratings, she typed them. Once she was finished, she looked at the spreadsheet again. She smiled.
I think we need to break out the good wine.
Really? What did you find?
The critic bases his star rating as 1 being the worst and 5 being the best. He gave you a 5, and all of the other fires were 5 stars as well.
He's the Penne Pyro?
Data doesn't lie. Unless one of his fans is starting the fires, I think Yves Battier is the pyro.
I can't see a fan starting fires at the 5-star restaurants. Maybe the 1 star.
Exactly. Unless...
She looked thoughtful for a moment.
I suppose it could be an angry restaurant owner. Perhaps we should look at the 1-star reviews to see who might have the most reason to be upset with Yves.
I sat back and took a breath. There was so much to think about, but it somehow went back to the critic. Either he was involved, or someone was using his reviews as a vengeance platform. What about Vito's Diner? I asked. Yves hasn't done a review on the diner, and yet there was a fire. I forgot to add it to the list because there's no mention in the media about it. According to Nash, someone on staff caught it in time, and Vito never got the police involved.
Was it on a day that Yves normally posts?
No, it would have been an off day. Mila thought for a moment.
I think that might be an anomaly. Let's leave that as a side note. You should call Logan and give him this information.
I won't call him, I said, but send me a copy of the spreadsheet. I'll email it to him. It will be more useful, and then I won't have to listen to him telling me to stop investigating.
That's true. He doesn't like it when you wear Nana's detective hat.
Mila sent the document to me. I opened my email and attached the document to a new message. Logan, check out this data. The fires coincide with Yves Battier's reviews. Jade. Mila had walked around the table to read the email.
That's it? Just Jade?
Yes. She gave a small sigh. I ignored her and sent the email. I then closed my laptop, feeling energized and exhausted at the same time. I'm really glad we have our spa day tomorrow, I said.
Me too. It will be great, especially since the party is tomorrow night. We can get you all dolled and pampered.
I groaned. With everything that has happened today, I had nearly forgotten about the party.
I didn't. And I bought you a little something.
What? I asked warily.
You'll love it.
What is it?
I'll show you tomorrow. Let's go to bed. The last thing we need is bags under our eyes.
Tell me what you bought or I won't be able to sleep.
You're no fun.
You're right. What did you buy?
Just a little dress. Nothing to get excited about.
You bought me a dress?
After seeing you in your mom's dresses, I think it's time your wardrobe contained one that fits you.
How much was it? I'll pay you back.
Don't worry about it. It wasn't that much.
Mila.
I said don't worry about it. And there's nothing fancy about it. Just a little black dress for all occasions.
When did you have time to go shopping?
While you were out to breakfast with Nash.
I didn't want to take any more charity from Mila, but I was thankful for the dress. I really didn't want to have to borrow another dress that didn't fit me, and my sad wardrobe desperately needed it. Deciding not to argue, I stood and hugged her. Thank you. That was very sweet of you, but I will pay you back.
If it makes you feel better, go ahead.
She grabbed her wine glass.
I'm off to bed. See you in the morning.
See you in the morning. A text came through on my phone. I glanced at it and saw that it was from Logan.
I said no more investigating.
That's why I sent the information to you so you can investigate.
It's a good lead. I'll pass it on. No more after this.
Night.
Night.
I headed to bed, feeling a little better at how the evening wrapped up. Now, I just had to get through Monday. Once Avery and Logan's party was over, I could move on with my life.